This insurance policy comes with everything you could imagine. Obviously, it provides for the ambulance, the embalming, the casket, the plot, the undertaker, the pallbearers, the actual burial, and in the case of an African funeral, 20 mourners, sadza, and opaque beer for the first 100 people, and a cow. White funerals get real beer and vegetarian samosa and sausage rolls. They don't get the mourners or the cow, and the samosas and rolls are only for the first 10 people. On this plan, you also get lots of internet and lots of airtime, so you can get in touch with your family here and abroad.
Well, you may have abroad in his family, but my family's more respectable.
So that you can so that your relatives can inform them of your passing, and they can get back in time for the funeral, or send some flowers, or buy a cow, depending on who died. My name is Sid, and this is my story.
Hang on a minute. That face seems rather familiar. Is he alive or dead, that Sid?
So yes, Sid is still with us. He's on Facebook all the time. And this is just a video of what he thinks might happen in the event that he might, pass on. He's just sharing us the details of the funeral plan.
Oh, so he's not dead then. Good.
And here we have another testimony.
And you shall be saved if you repent and tithe, my friends, tithe, I say. I am passing the large buckets around for your contributions, and the security guards are waiting outside to take your money to my bank, your bank and my bank. So be generous. The more generous you are now, the more quickly you will be saved, and only the stingy will wind up in God's waiting room.
So sorry. This is another promotion we're doing through the churches.
Oh, okay.
Just ignore that one. I think this is what I was looking for, yes.
Let's start.
Are we ready to start? Good morning, or good evening, or whatever it is. I'm Evelyn, and this is my story. I pay the insurance every month, 35 rand it was. And when I went, I got it all back. Not just money at a time like that. Money won't do you no good where we're going to. I wanted the big hearse, the white one with 6 wheels. I could have had it on my planet, but it was busy that day. Busy usually. So I had the small hearse instead. Plenty of room in it though, just that it only had 4 wheels. They made up for this with the casket. It was a sight
Carry on.
Yes.
to behold. Nicer than my dining room furniture. And just like my dining room furniture, it will last me a good long time. I really do support funeral plans. They take the risk out of dying. My name is Evelyn, and this is my story.
Excuse me, Mr. William.
Lights up again.
Where is Evelyn speaking from?
Ah, yes, Evelyn. Wonderful woman. Unfortunately, she's gone to a better place.
Where they clearly have video cameras.
Well, sir, this is just a promotional video, you know. How else are we supposed to show satisfied clients?
Exactly. How else would you show a satisfied client? Dead, of course.
So, is there any downtown Abbey as well?
So, today I have some special offers, valid only if you sign up today. Tomorrow, we revert back to normal prices. The plan that Sid was on, is a 20 rand a month package. And it's called it's a 20 rand a month package, and it's called One Life or Saving Grace. It includes basic services and coffin and general expenses paid out in 48 hours. For the service, you get a choice of songs on real DVD, not YouTube. You can get a choice of Time to Say Goodbye, or if you want a more upbeat approach, Till We Meet Again. For black folk, we replace these with Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Oh, He's Not Heavy, He's My Brother. Of course, you can provide your own vocals if you like. Africans do that so well. White people just don't sing, especially at funerals. They sort of just mumble prayers, and it doesn't give the same sort of atmosphere. So really, the music is for them, to make the funeral more enjoyable.
Enjoyable?
And now the plan that Evelyn was on is a 35 Rand a month package, as she said. Unfortunately, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Too popular, I believe. However, we have a new 50 Rand a month package with everything in it for those aged 15 to 65. Now, that could work here. Perhaps not. Over 65. I must say, I've had more experience with the church's promotion than the old folks one.
Old folk?
A mature client, shall I say? I mean, some of you couldn't afford 10 to 15 years, I don't doubt. And well, your payments really wouldn't cover our expenses. Yes, yours and ours. And that's what insurance is about, isn't it? Actuarial. I believe the term is actuarial. We take the risk of you dying.
What?
I mean, we take the risk out of you dying. Just a slip. So, if you sign up after 65 years of age, the rates go up really rapidly. 80 at 70, 90 at 80, and 100 at 90. Monthly Rand for years of age, and Rand. Well, if you don't mind, if you give me your ages, I could work out a plan for you. Madam.
I'm Linda Lacemaker, and I'm 55. So, I could qualify for the cheaper package.
55, Mrs. Lacemaker. My, you don't look a day over 70. However, we can accept your policy if you care to pay a year in advance. Or
In advance? Whoops. Sorry. In advance? Well, that's a bit off, isn't it? But could we come to some sort of arrangement for a refund, you know, in case
we could come to some sort of arrangement if...
Except I wouldn't be here to organise a refund, would I?
Well, I'm interested in cheaper plan. Yes. Yes, I mean I do qualify age-wise, and I'm sure I could afford 20 Rand a month. I'm sure it will also be good for my family as well. You know, I do worry about taking combis to work every day, and I think I'll be interested in the mortality plan, the driving one.
Sister, I wouldn't want to take your money under false pretenses. You see, our company, we don't insure mortality in combis, just cars, driven by normal people, you see. Not learners, not professional license holders, not drunks, not the underage, not old people, or visually impaired, not hearing deficient, not retarded, not handicapped, not terminally ill, or those on medication, not on antidepressants or life support, and not combis.
That's all of us out of it, isn't it?
Why, we all know someone who sadly passed away in a combi accident or a bus, or all those ministers who got hit by army trucks back then, 2 in the space of 10 days. How do you honestly expect the insurance company to survive if we offered mortality insurance to just everyone?
Indeed. If the insurance company went under, what would happen to the rest of us? Especially those with burial policies.
Precisely. I mean, we wouldn't want to be better off dead.
Oh.
Just a slip. I have a new kind of policy here, identity theft. Maybe, sir, that could interest you. Imagine someone pretending to be you, or with respect to your pension, or the bank, or maybe even taking you over with regards to your funeral plan. Why, you could read in the Herald that you had died, and it wouldn't be you now, would it, Mr. Whistleboner?
Mr. Whittlebone, my name is Whittlebone.
Indeed, slip. So, is someone pretending to be you? No? So no identity theft insurance? Not even to cover your will? Someone getting a hold of your will while you're still alive? And, well, making up a false will?
Now, maybe my kids went off to Australia and left me here. Cut them out of my will, I did. So maybe.
How about life insurance? No loss of a limb? And or eye? Braggart limbs? Braggart eyes? No nothing? No your pets? No your paintings? No? So, just the usual runaround with people who are not interested in signing up for their own funerals. You don't realize the chaos you're leaving behind. Losing an arm or a leg, it's all the same to them. They don't even care when they're dead. Don't even know why I'm wasting my time.
Mr. William, thank you for making time to be with us this afternoon. Yes, please, you've given us a lot to think about, and it's just a matter of us digesting what you've said and realizing the implications. Do leave your business cards with me so that I'm sure I can get my guests to sign up for some form of cover. And I'm sure also your bosses, have something planned for me to show how grateful they are for me, for grateful to me for arranging all these policies on your behalf. Nothing.
No.
Nothing from the companies.
Yeah.
Right. The exit is the first door on your left, right? Where it says exit, yes. Where it says exit, that's the way out. Sorry about that, dear guest. You see, you've nothing to worry about. In fact, there's another company which is much better and much more efficient, more competitive than National Insurance Company. They even have a policy called Cover Review. And what it says is what? Yes, their policies are valid for 100 years. Can you imagine that? 100 years. And if they bring your body back home, if you're to die outside Zimbabwe, that's very unlikely for the whole lot of you. And also, they also provide, not only that, they also provide the casket. I mean the coffin. There's coffin or the casket? The coffin, right? Oh, which is the casket? Yes, you get to choose your own casket, that you want. You get to pre-plan your own funeral. You get to choose your own casket, and also you come up with a list of people you want to attend the funeral, and people you don't want, and also you get to choose your own headstone. Under that rubric, your swan song. They are in a better choice of music. I like with the National Insurance Company. Though the song "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me" is a bit suggestive. Oh, that's funny. I was confused. Anyway, they also they even DVD the whole funeral from start to finish, and give a copy of the DVD to your relatives. No, Mrs. Lesmaker, not that type of DVDs, not Downtown Abbey. It's your DVD where you are the star. This company also does an especially good deal when it comes to headstones as well. See, they get them done in China. So you send a resume of the person's life, how they lived and other things, and then they choose the most appropriate inscription, right? Though sometimes they come a bit odd. Like this other guy used to work for the Secret Service. Then he says, he's read, gone underground for good. I'm not sure about the good part though. Then he had our own tired retirement home. One of our famous old maids who died. He had an inscription on a tombstone read, "Returned unopened." Yeah. Anyway, enough about that, dear guest. This afternoon I have another program scheduled. Yes. Yes, of another group of people coming. They are called Exist Zimbabwe, and they are still. Sorry?
Exit.
Oh yes, Exit Zimbabwe. DWD. Dying with dignity. I'm sure it's something that you're going to find very, very fascinating.
Oh, yes, I could certainly think of certain people who could exit. In fact, I'd be more than happy to provide a list to your speaker. And you know something, at the top of the list, I would definitely be putting...
No, thank you, Mrs. Listmaker. We'll have that one person on top of all of our lists.
I've realized now since Lobo that with the insurance plans, you do have our best interest at heart. But do you not consider that by introducing the idea of voluntary suicide, it might leave you a bit short of guests?
Mr. Utogo, death is inevitable. Huh? Exit just gives us the choice of moment we choose to leave this earth. Huh? Exiting gracefully without much suffering or without becoming a burden to anyone.
No, Darcy, you're missing the whole point. You might find that you don't have enough guests left in the home if they all decide to exit. And what about the rest of us, the ones that are staying on and not exiting?
Yeah, you have a point. Good point. Yeah, very good point. No guests would mean that I don't have a job. Let me just cancel that appointment right now. Not available. Yes. Good afternoon. This is Mr. Darcy Greeff. Yes. From Even Tired Determined Home. Yes. It's with the council with Exist Zimbabwe this afternoon. Exit Zimbabwe is for this afternoon. Yes. I would like to cancel it. The meeting. No, yes, our guests have had a change of heart. No, they're not ready to exit this afternoon. No, they're not ready to exit tomorrow. No.